So last week I told you that I was going to show you just a regular Tuesday. And I know what you've been doing since then. You've been trying to picture it, trying to map it out in your head, trying to figure out what normal looks like inside something that doesn't really have a name yet. Here's what I want you to do instead. Don't picture it. Just feel it as I describe it, because somewhere in this regular Tuesday, something is going to land in your body before it lands in your mind. And that thing, that's the part I actually want you to walk away with. Okay, regular Tuesday. So the day starts before the day starts, if that makes sense. Before I get ready, before I walk out the door, before any of it, I take time to fill myself up first. Something that grounds me, something that sets the tone for everything that comes after. I have learned the hard way. The quality of my day is directly connected to the condition I'm in when I started. So I started intentionally. Then I get ready, I make my commute, and somewhere on that drive, my phone rings, his phone rings, my ex-husband. We talk about the kids, about whatever's going on that week. Sometimes it's about nothing in particular. The conversation is easy. Really, for the most part, it's always easy. Then we hang up. I keep driving. I want you to stay with whatever just happened in your mind when I said that. Don't fix it. Don't explain it away. Don't rush to make it fit a picture that makes sense. Just stay with it. So on the way home, I might stop by the store. I go to the gym. I come home. No unresolved tension walking through the door. No weight I picked up somewhere in the day that I'm now carrying into my evening. No version of myself I had to perform for 12 hours just to survive the night. Just a day that ended the way it started, whole. I need to tell you something about what it cost me to find wholeness, because it didn't start here. There was a season in my life, and some of you are in it right now. I can feel it, I can sense it, where a regular Tuesday felt nothing like that, where I would wake up before my feet hit the floor. I was already running, not running towards something, just running. Get up and go and go and go and go. No time to fill myself up first. No time to get grounded. No time to set the tone for anything, because the day was already moving and it certainly wasn't waiting for me. Just go. And I want to tell you what that actually felt like. Not emotionally, physically. Headaches daily, the kind that sit right behind your eyes and never fully leave. They just live there. Because part of the regular, you stop noticing, you stop the noise that never goes away. Exhaustion that doesn't go away after sleep, because it was never about sleep. It was about the weight. The constant, unrelenting weight of managing everything around you while quietly coming apart on the inside. Overwhelm, so consistent that you stop calling it overwhelm, because you've had it for so long, it just feels like your personality. And here's the part that gets me. I looked fine for the most part. From the outside, I looked better than fine. I looked like a woman who had it together, who was handling it, who was strong. And I was strong. But I was strong the way a person is strong when they have no other option. That is not the same thing as peace. I see you. If you know that kind of tired, not sleepy tired, but soul tired. If you know what it feels like to end a regular Tuesday and realize you spent the whole day taking care of everything and everyone except the woman who needed it most, I see you. And I want you to know that a regular Tuesday doesn't have to feel like that forever. A day that cost you nothing is not luck. It is not circumstance. It is not about what your life looks like from the outside or whether it fits a shape anyone else recognizes. It is the result of work I did. And that work, that is what this whole series is really about, the inner work. Now, I want to tell you something about when my friends found out about this arrangement. Because here's the thing about my friends, they already knew about my life, the full picture, the entire picture, including the fact that there was someone I was seeing. So when they found out about this arrangement, they weren't just asking about the arrangement. They were doing the math. And the questions they came up with, Lord, I just was not ready. Not because they were wrong to ask, but because the answers I had were not the answers they were prepared to receive. And that's next week. I'll see you then. So I'm Shawnta. And this is On Purpose with Shawnta. This series, My Ex-Husband Still Lives in My House, is about 10 episodes. And every single one of them goes somewhere you are not expecting. If you're just finding this, episode 1 is right here. Start there, and then Tuesday will hit you completely different once you do. Subscribe. Come along with me. I'll see you next week. Bye.